Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be having a double upload, and this is because the second video is going to has to do with my predicted lineup and maybe any other thing that comes up before the end of the day. So don't forget to check out this space for my next upload. So yeah, in this video we want to talk about a few things that's popped up yesterday, and Maresca's post-match conference against Wolves and some of the things that he had to say. And then we're talking about Malo Gusto's contract extension and Chelsea planning to keep Tyreek George in the mix, and probably Chelsea looking to sign an experienced centre back in January. So let's just break all of them down. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And the only way you can help this channel grow is share. Please share. All right. So yeah, let's dive into it. So first up, we'll talk about Malo Gusto. According to Fabrice Ork, Chelsea are in talks to extend his deal and bump up his salary because he's been getting more playing time and the coaching staff trust him. Chelsea signed him until 2030 for a fee of around £26.3 million. And for Malo Gusto, I'm just going to say that it's good. It's good. I'm happy that the board members are recognize efforts of players who who contribute more and get a lot of playing minutes under their belt and contribute. But yeah, I might I like Malo Gusto. I'm not going to say I don't like Malo Gusto, and I'm happy that you're going to increase his salary and bump up his everything, whatever. But can Maresca normalize not having Malo Gusto invert, rather have him be a proper right back? That way, we get to see Malo Gusto being himself and playing to the best of his ability. This inverted wing back and all that is not meant for everybody, and Maresca should have known that. Having Malo Gusto invert most of the time, the times when Malo Gusto inverts are places where Malo Gusto starts to get complacent and have lapses in concentration because he's asked to do more than what he's used to doing. We can have Rhys James invert every now and then, not all the time, because we know that Rhys James is the best right back on any day when he's fit. Okay, and Rhys James' cross is second to none. We know that. Okay, so we cannot have afford to have Rhys James or Malo Gusto waste away playing as inverted fullbacks and all that. So I feel like when it comes to Malo Gusto, it's best Maresca understands that inverting is not meant for all players. And Malo Gusto is one of those players that shouldn't be allowed to invert. Okay, the big question now is that whilst Chelsea are decided to extend his contract and bump up his pay, has the board been slow to lock the deal, or look? Why are we focused on Malo Gusto? Why are we not focusing on key players like Moises Caicedo? Caicedo, I thought Caicedo's own should come first before any other player. Malo Gusto is maturing. Most of the players are maturing, but are they maturing fast enough? That's another thing. Okay, I don't think that this should be a big thing right now. His deal runs till 2030, which means we still have about um, we're in 2025 now. We still have about 5 years, 4 years, okay, before we start till his contract expires. I believe before then we can. How about we focus on what matters most? Getting an experienced player to help complement the team. That's the most important thing. But I don't think the boards will take that into consideration. So moving on, we'll talk about Tyreek George. According to reports, Tyreek George is being looked at by Chelsea, and there are discussions as to whether they want to keep him and if Tyreek George would be willing to stay, and if he agrees, and then they can bring him back into Maresca's plan. But what I don't understand is that if he's not in Maresca's plan, he's getting quite a lot of playing time under his belt for someone who's not in Maresca's plan. So what happens if he's fully involved in Maresca's plan, which means he's gonna have to try. I don't know about this one, okay. This player here came very close to leaving Chelsea in the summer, and Fulham were the team that was very close to signing him. Had it been there was enough time, if there had been enough time for them to complete the transaction and all that, Chelsea would have actually cashed in on him and gotten about £22 million for Tyreek George. Okay, and now they're saying they're going to welcome him back and integrate him properly into Maresca's first team squad if that's the best. I don't know what to say about this because it doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. And the one that is most priority is the centre back. And here we go. Okay, Chelsea target a defensive upgrade in January with a new centre back to replace Trevor Chalobah, who is not seen as part of their long-term plans. Okay, so the good news is that Chelsea are going to be, and this is according to team talks. Yeah, the good thing is that Chelsea are going to be looking at bringing in an experienced, a new centre back. Now, I'm not going to say experience because we don't know what I don't know. I don't know what experience means with this Chelsea's recruitment strategy. I really do not know. I can't put that into explanation. Okay, so but another thing is that they are letting go of Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah is not inexperienced. He's 26 years of age. He's second to the oldest. After Tosin, we have Chalobah to be the oldest in the squad, and then we can talk about Reece James and the rest of them. But I'm just tired, man. Although Chalobah has been a bit of hit and miss for the last few games, and I hope that he fixes up and start to do or make the right decisions when he's playing. But I don't know. I don't think I'm not going to trust this report. That's for me. That's my take. I'm not going to trust this report because we have Mamadou Sarr on loan to Strasbourg, and we have Aaron Anselmino also killing it at Dortmund. What happens when they come back? How are we going to handle it? That's if Chelsea decide to go and get a new centre back in the January transfer window. Let me know what you guys think about it because the boss said they won't. The board said they won't sign a goalkeeper next summer and are happy with what they have at centre back for now. Well, I don't know. I've said everything I can possibly say about this one in my previous video. So don't forget to, if you want to hear or know or you want to listen to everything that I've said as regards this recruitment strategy and all that, you can go and look at some of my videos and you get everything there. Now let's talk about the big one, the big elephant in the room, and this is Enzo Maresca addressing or calling out some of the players. Okay, during the post-match conference after Chelsea had scaled through to the quarterfinals against Wolves. So during the press conference, Maresca blasted Liam Delap, and rightly so. Okay, Maresca said that he said after Delap picked up a red card, two yellow cards in 7 minutes, that he told him 4 or 5 times to stay calm, and yet the player still made a stupid foul. It's good that Maresca is actually voicing out and starting to show that he's got grit and he's got teeth to bite where he needs to bite. And I like the fact that he's come out to call certain players out, because what Liam Delap did, this is after Chelsea who have been crying for a target man, and then he comes back only to mess everything up, and it's going to be missing against Tottenham where we need him the most. It would have been the best solution having him as the top striker or the target man, and probably Joao Pedro playing as a 10 and Estevao on the right and whoever on the left would have made a lot of sense. But with this level of indiscipline coming from a lot of the players, we can also talk about Tyreek George also picking up a yellow card, unnecessary. All these things I said in my last video, they are all unnecessary and unwarranted. Okay, why make stupid rash decisions just to pick up cards and all that? It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So it's a good thing that Maresca has called out the players, and I hope that apparently he's also going to be fined. He's going to pay a fine of £10,000, which has actually been discussed in the team or in the group so far, and they understand, or Liam Delap understand, that he's going to pay the fine for picking up stupid and on unnecessary cards. He also commented on Malo Gusto's red card against Nottingham Forest, and he said that of Malo Gusto's and that of Liam Delap are unnecessary, and he's been speaking with them and trying to caution them and all that, how to grow and be mature. Okay, so the level of disruption, 6 red cards in 9 matches across competitions, suggests the culture of discipline isn't fully under control, and that's the truth of the matter. Okay, if Maresca's system demands composure and structure, and the squad keeps handing out red card to themselves, then it's a mismatch between vision and personnel. So discipline and maturity, like I said, are right now big red flags in the squad, and they need to be fixed as soon as possible. So let's just talk about the squad strategy and stability. Okay, let's talk about Chelsea. Say they are happy with the squad for now and will only sign someone who can take them to the next level. There are lots of players, I've said that before. There are lots of players who are in the market that can take Chelsea to the next level. To start with, we have Maguire playing for Crystal Palace, who, if injected or added to the squad in the defense line, actually will lift Chelsea immensely. The reason why Arsenal are running away with the title, they look like they're running away with the title now, is because they are defensively solid. Now Chelsea don't have an issue scoring. We'll just have an issue tightening up the defense. We have an issue trying to defend, and it's not as if we don't have enough numbers or bodies in the back line. The fact is that Chelsea, despite the numbers of players that we have at the back, are not just good enough to defend. Look at Tosin messing up. Look at Chaluba messing up. You also have Malo Gusto also being complacent. Even against Wolves, to Malo Gusto wasn't a 10 out of 10. It was just there, and it was just decent. You also have Joel Hato, who's also just still bedding in. We have Achempong, who's actually the brightest amongst the old defenders that we have. So it's not like we don't have bodies, but are they quality enough? That's the question. Okay, so if we get Maguire or someone of Maguire's quality in the Chelsea's squad right now, would actually lift Chelsea to another level. And then probably we can talk about the left wing because we have Gittins and we have Ganacho, but then the final they are just inconsistent. We cannot get consistent performance, top quality performance from these two players match in, match out. Every now and then we start to see them fear or their decision in the final third let them down and all that. So we can probably do that, and that's where talks about Chelsea being secretly talking to Juventus Kenan Yildiz comes in. Apparently, Chelsea have been discreetly talking to the players' camp, and to an extent, have offered him a very, very good, or made a good offer to the player himself. And this is because they're having the contract talks between Yildiz and Juventus are stalled. And if you ask me, will I take Yildiz? Right now, I'm going to take Yildiz. No, no word of a lie. I'll snap your finger off trying to get Yildiz off your hands. Okay, is very, very, very good, and is the kind of quality we're looking for. If we get Yildiz, that means someone else, like I said, one player or two at the barest minimum have to leave. The same thing, if we get in a centre back right now in January, someone has to leave. And I'm not just going to say it's just going to be Chaluba leaving, because we also have Fofana who's not fit. Most times than not is in the hospital getting treated and all that. So if Chelsea can get Kenan Yildiz, all well and good, and but I don't think that's going to happen because we also have players coming in the summer. We have Kendrick Paez. We also have Giovanni Kenda, who I'm so looking forward to seeing wear the Chelsea jersey and playing the Chelsea shirt and all that. Him and I mean Kenda and Esteval are two players that are actually going to be making a shout for the Ballon d'Or in the near future, and that's just it. I'm not saying now. I'm just saying in the near future. I mean, they're still very young, but what Kenda is doing in Portugal is crazy for his age. That's just everything I'm going to say as regards that. Okay, so if Chelsea can keep core players like Caicedo, Fernandez, even Neto and Esteval fit, even uh, Fofana. We know that when Fofana is fit and all that, we all know that Fofana is very, very good, Wesley Fofana. And we miss Levi Colwell. His line breaking passes are things that we've missed. We thought that whilst he was away injured, trying to return from injury and recover, Badiashile will step up, and Badiashile is also in the hospital. So yeah, that begs the question. We need whatever the medical team have to do to get players fit and running. They do fast and fast enough. That's all I have to say. So uh that's pretty much everything. Let me know what you guys think about everything that has been discussed here, right from Tyreek George to uh Chelsea looking at dipping their hands in the transfer window in January, and Malo Gusto's contract extension talks, and that of Kenan Yildiz. What you guys think? Would you have Kenan Yildiz over Gittins and Garnacho? Or what other player would you like? And what other player would you rather, if not Maguire of Crystal Palace, would you have at in Chelsea right now as a defensive upgrade? And do you think that Robert Sanchez is good enough for Chelsea, or you think we also we need an upgrade in the goalkeeping area? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Also, turn on your notification bell so that you are notified as soon as a video of mine is uploaded. If there's any other thing, yeah, I'll be here too. Don't forget to check out this space for the second video, which is going to be my preview for the game between Tottenham versus Chelsea that we're going to be having tomorrow. And if there's any other thing that comes up We'll be here to discuss that with you. Until then, it's Chelsea first, rivals next. Peace.